Hello, this is Sharon Creations by Carrie. It's Carrie. I came to show you some of the cards that I've made the last couple of days, and also to let you know that I have more cards in the works. I cut a bunch of things out. I haven't assembled them. I'm just doing a bunch of cutouts to get them ready, and then I can just do like an assembly line of assembling them together. So that'll be the next set of cards. This pile, excuse the dog in the background, he's ready to go out. I just wanted to do this real quick before I forgot. um, this I had done the other day and I hadn't finished it. So I'd finished it with adding some distress inks to the feet, to the hands, a little on the side, on the chin, and put some rosy cheeks, did it on the sled. And then I added some white embossing to the trees and a little bit to the ground and on the sled. And then added the Let It Snow with embossing and then did the dots with the embossing. That one's done. It's cute. So then I had seen Miriam Emerson do a snowflake cards, and she had done the snowflake stamps. She had large ones like this, maybe a little bit bigger, and she did some embossing to it with some wow glitter and I think some clear or glittery embossing powder. I don't have either one of those. So I took what I had, cut out some snowflake dies. I had a few, I think I had 4 stamps for snowflakes. So cut out some dies and stamped on the card topper. These that are darker, I did with colored ink and then put the embossing powder on it. So if your color is light and you want it darker and you have similar color ink, you could make it darker. This is just embossing ink with the embossing powder and tried to make all the snowflakes look a little different. And then blinged it up. Kind of went a little haywire with the blinging. But I was like, oh, I could put one there. Oh, I could put one there. And then I was like, oh, I need to have them uneven numbers. So I was sticking them in the center of the snowflakes, and then like I ended up with 6. And I was like, I need one more. So stuck them on the greeting. I raised the greeting on both of them. I took my ink so that I could have the exact same color and just blended the ink around and just glued the topper on top. Um, I could have raised the panel too, but I think with these being so high that it would have made the card even more too too thick. And then with the snowflakes, I just glued the centers down, so the the arms of the flakes are not stuck down. It's just the centers. Um, that's pretty much it for those. These snowflakes, I believe, I got from Hobby Lobby, no, or Michaels last year. So dug into my stash and found some more stuff. And then first time trying one of these cards, and my card shape, apparently it was crooked to start with. I tried to fix it. It was on it is what it is. I thought it was perfectly rectangle. It wasn't. So my topper is crooked on the top. Oh well. I didn't want to pile anything up on it to try to hide that because I wanted it simple. But I don't know. I don't know how to fix it so it doesn't look crooked without it being too much. And I threw some bling, and then I had taken a piece of vellum and cut it out in one of the dies that are just like the center one. It's got the stitching, and I cut that out, cut this one out, stamped Merry Christmas on it, and then just glued them down. So it's the first time doing one of these cards. Certain angles it doesn't look crooked, and then there's other angles it looks crooked. So unless I cut this off, this base, where it's even, and then I could put it on another one as a topper, that's an idea how to fix it. You just may do that. Just because it's so obvious between this side and this side. If you look at the top here and you look at the top here, it's so obvious. So one trick I had learned from somebody like 5 months ago, maybe, that when something like that happened and it was blatantly obvious, is to just cut it off and put it on another card. So I just may do that. Then I had seen, I can't remember what her name is. Shoot. Got a really unique YouTube channel name. She had seen somebody else do it, so she wanted to try it. We'll start with these two. They're most similar. As the technique is watercolors. Watercolor paper. You take a cup of whatever opening, how big you want it, and you mix up your watercolor, and you put the glass opening into it to get the mouthpiece ring covered, and then you just stamp it onto your paper, and you'll have circles. And then you take your brush and you work the watercolor into the center of the circle till your circle is filled. And then you take a marker, or what she used, a black marker. I wanted to try it in a silver marker. I don't know if I like it either way, but it kind of like defines the ornament in an artsy kind of way. And then I had taken a stamp that was just a branch with an acorn, and I stamped around. She didn't do the background. She just did the basic ornament. She did different things on her ornaments. These two I decided to leave because I'd done something in the background, so I didn't want it to be too busy doing something on the ornament itself. And then this one was a long strip of trees, ink or stamp that I have. And then I just took that and took one of the end tree and stuck it in my ink and just stamped it to make it look like they were hanging in a tree. And then just put sentiments on the top and then mounted them on a card base with the double-sided puff tape. And then here is what more like what hers looked like with the pen. I forgot what kind of, there's some expensive pen that she used. I used a Sharpie. I Cosmic something pen. Um, so I just used what I had. I had a thinner tipped marker, but apparently it dried up, so I just used my fine tip Sharpie, and I went around the edges, did the ornament toppers, and stuck some. They're white with a shimmer on the little. They're like diamond pieces that I got from Temu. Just set with the. Can you see through this way? With the bling, it's these white ones. And you can either use one of the sparkly ones, or you can use the colored based ones that have a shimmer to them, that don't have the silver backs. So that's what I did with that one, so that I could get it more on a neutral tone, and it would blend and match more with the blue tone. And then this one, she had done I think she did it with small ones, but I chose to do it with the big ones. Is just put a strip of glue, did the exact same thing as I did the other ones with the ornaments, but I just put a strip of glue in the center of each one of them and threw some shaker stuff on top. And it looks like a blinged ornament. Oh, there's a stray one. Those little things are staticky. So, and then just did toppers on those. I decided to back the topper on that so that it would stand out in a different way. I tried to do all the toppers different so that they didn't look exactly the same. And so these are fun. They're different, they're substantial. They're, let's see, how big did I make them? 5.5, 5.5 by 5. So I'm gonna have to make a special card or envelope for these. But they were fun. The only thing that stinks is that the color of the cardstock, which is watercolor paper, has an off-white tone to it, whereas my paper is like a white. So, and this is not even considered white compared to some of the other white paper I got. So that's the only thing that bothered me about it, is how the sentiments are white in the background is a creamy color, but it also makes the sentiment stand out too. So there's those. Had fun doing these. I finished these tonight. I think that, yeah, that's it. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope it gave you some ideas. Maybe try something different. These are different for me, so they may not be different for anybody else watching or most that's watching. But I figured, why not try something different? And it's maybe something that you've done in the past and you haven't done it in a very long time and you want to try it again. Go for it. So keep an eye out for the next video, which will be me attacking my dies and making completely new cards with the dies that I have. So thanks for watching. I'll catch you on the next one. Bye.